good afternoon, and good evening, dear listeners. Thank you for tuning in to this news from every part of the world. You're welcome to Afris Concept TV. Today's headline: Give Emefiele chance to defend himself, says Omokwe. Thank you once again, but please do well to subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button and also the bell for more updates. To the details, please listen to the end. Former presidential aide Reno Omokwe has urged President Bola Tinubu to give Godwin Emefiele the chance to defend himself. Speaking on Saturday, Omokwe started by asking about the whereabouts of the suspended CBN governor. He urged President Tinubu not to lock Emefiele up and turn the public against him without a chance of fair hearing. Omokwe said, "Where is Godwin Emefiele? The Tinubu administration should not lock him up and begin to make public allegations against him. This is precisely what Buhari did to Jonathan administration officials. As soon as he took over in 2015, they were locked up, and while incarcerated, allegations were made to turn the public against them without giving them an opportunity to defend themselves. We had hoped those days were behind us. Question Emefiele and even accuse him, but let him have the chance to defend himself against these rumors and innuendo. Where is he? Under what legal order is he being held? Let Nigerians hear from him." Having begun so well, President Tinubu should not continue the draconian practices as his immediate predecessor. This is similar to what Abacha did, which drove even Tinubu to exile in 1994. President Tinubu had on Friday ordered the immediate suspension of Emefiele as the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria. The CBN governor's suspension is a sequel to the ongoing investigation of his office and the planned reforms in the economy's financial sector. Mr. Emefiele was also directed to immediately hand over the affairs of his office to the Deputy Governor Operations Directorate, who will act as the central bank governor pending the conclusion of the investigation and the reforms. The suspended CBN governor assumed office in 2014 after succeeding Lamido Sanusi, who was equally suspended from office under controversial circumstances by President Goodluck Jonathan few months before the expiration of his tenure. Concerning the CBN governor, the suspended CBN governor, Godwin Emefiele, who was suspended and later arrested by the DSS. And to what we heard, what was said was that he is in the DSS detention. But the question in which Omokwe asks is a genuine question, that where is Godwin Emefiele? And under what legal order is he being held? It cannot just be held without Nigerians not hearing from him. And what happened during the Buhari's administration should not happen again, because those that were arrested during Jonathan's administration they were locked up, they were incarcerated, and allegations were made to turn the public against them. They did not give them the time to speak, to defend themselves. Because truly, these people can be involved in this, but if you did not hear from him, to let him talk about those people they work together to do these atrocities, then we are not giving him the freedom of speech. So what Omokri is saying, that President Tinubu should not lock Emefiele up and turn the public against him without a chance of fair hearing. It needs to be heard. It needs to talk about what he knows about this thing. And we know that some Nigerians are not happy with the central bank governor, but yet he needs to be given the opportunity to defend himself, so he can pick up and say what happened from the beginning to the end. Remember that the allegations against him were financing terrorism and the new Naira redesign policy and so on. So having begun well, the president should not continue to bring up those practices in which his immediate predecessor also did, which can also make the public turn against the suspended CBN governor. He should be given the freedom of speech. He should allow him to defend himself. And after defending himself, if they now see that this defense is not actually true, and the DSS can come up with their evidences, then it can be incarcerated, it can be locked up in the DSS detention. But now, where is he? All we know is with the DSS. Please, we have come to the end of the news. What's your take to this that Omokri said? Please share your view in the comment section. Thank you.